Appreciate you tuning in. I'll hop right into the nitty-gritty. I think the concept of feeling behind in life is so prevalent. This topic, I feel like it's kind of been beaten into the ground. You'll hear different people say stuff like, you're comparing your so-and-so to you're comparing your life to someone's highlight reel. Or, we've heard that before, but I don't know, it don't really hit. Because I'm actively seeing people who are 19 and multimillionaires. And I'm sitting here like, shit. But I want to give you some of the thoughts I've been having recently that's helped me overcome the whole concept of I'm behind in life, I'm not where I should be, blah, blah, blah. Because believe me, you feel it, I feel it every single day. I think we all feel it. I'll start with this easily digestible concept that we always hear. Yes, you are comparing your chapter 3 to someone's chapter 15. But even beyond that, imagine life is like this classroom and everyone's has a book open and they're reading through it. And you're sitting there reading your book and your book's kind of lame at this fucking point. You're like, when's this shit gonna pick up? Hella pages in this bitch, but it's not exciting right now. And then you're seeing across the table, so-and-so's like looking at their thing. Oh my God, no way. Like their book's going crazy right now. And they're flipping through the pages. They're finishing the book all fast. They're blowing through the chapters, whatever. That's what it feels like. So you're tempted to look over at their desk and be like, yo, what's going on with your book? Why is my book completely ass right now? Is mine ever gonna get good? But the thing is, everyone's book is different. So they're all screaming and hollering at their book that they're going through, and they're going through the chapters very fast. And they're screaming and hooting and hollering, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. It's different books, brother. We're not all reading Harry Potter. I'm reading Captain Underpants. You're reading Old Yeller. They're reading Moby Dick. Absolutely no one's life is going to unfold in the same way, at the same timeline, at the same rate. And we know that, but it still stings when we see, well, my book sucks and it looks like theirs is more fun. Y'all remember in school, when it'd be the one corny ass kid who would be finishing their test all fast. They'd be like, finished, where do I turn in my test? Rustling their paper hard as hell to make sure everyone in the classroom knew that they finished the test. And I was always the last one. I was just clueless the whole time. Like, didn't know we had a test today. Holy shit. Oh my God. I always hated that shit. There was always the motherfucker hella prepared. They breezed right through it. Everything was great. And then you're sitting there struggling to get through question number 2, answering the word problem. Meanwhile, this kid just turned it in. But I bring that up because that's what life is. We're watching other people finish, or we're watching other people turn in their test. But I'll put it like this. The same kids that were turning their test in super fast in all my classes are fat, broke, and miserable right now. And me, the kid who was struggling and had to get all these tutors, and I couldn't do math and couldn't do science, and I'm struggling with that, and I didn't read the book over summer, and I'm clueless, and I'm trying to copy off people. I'm doing better than them at this current moment. So it's like, even during school, so many people were doing so much better than me. Bigger things, cooler things. They looked better. More people liked them. They were more popular. Bigger house. They just had everything. They had the new phone. And then at this point, about a decade later, I'm like, oh, I would never trade places with you. I'm actually right where I want to be. But you need hindsight. You need time to go by to see, oh, I thought they were in the lead. Damn, they weren't. They were not in the lead. I just had to wait a little bit and I took them over. And who knows, they might take my ass over. I've seen that happen too. Then there's people you never even knew about and they're going way past you again. But that's just it. It's not a race. And here's sort of arguably one of the main points of the video. It's not a race because, well, what's the finish line? I would argue the finish line is death. Like, are we trying to hurry up and die? Like, what are you in a rush for? Oh, I want to buy this house. I want to do this. I want to accomplish this. I want to start this business. I need $1 million in my savings, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then when you get that, then what? And then your life's done? Obviously not. You're going to keep going. There's going to be new things to do. I just keep thinking to myself, what am I rushing for? Yes, I want to get things accomplished in a certain timeline, set some deadlines. I want to post this video by this time. I'd like to do this project by this time. You know, we want to keep it pushing, but I'm talking about the sort of blind urgency and anger at other people winning at this time. And they've made more money than I have at this age. And okay, it's not a race. I'm going to be here for a while. So why am I trying to rush life and like get it done fast? Matter of fact, let me just enjoy where I am right now. Because let's say you're 85 and you have $1 billion and you're super famous worldwide. You know that you ain't got that much time left. So you would trade all of that money, fame, notoriety, all your possessions, your lavish mansion. You would trade all that to go right back to the age you are right now if you were given the option. And I know you guys have heard that concept before. If I told you I will give you $5 trillion right now, you and Elon Musk will swap net worths. You'll get, I want to see, I don't know, 10 trillion or some shit. You'll get $10 trillion right now, but the caveat is you have 10 years to live. You're not taking that money. Which means you understand intrinsically and clearly that your life and your lifespan is more valuable than $10 trillion. What you have right now, the life you're living right now is worth more than $10 trillion. I hope that point is making it home. Like if you woke up today with 10 trillion, I know you're gonna feel good. But if you woke up with 10 trillion and it's like, yeah, and you got 10 years left, you'd be like, oh, no. You'd be dreading it. So again, what you have right now, this opportunity, this life that you have, even though it's not the best, you know it's worth more than $10 trillion. So then why don't you wake up feeling like you have $10 trillion? I hope this is connecting with you because I think about this all the time. I see people making so much money, especially I'm in LA, you know, people are out here, a lot of people struggling, a lot of people winning like crazy. I'm talking to one random OF girl. Yeah, I make $300K a month. I said, what the helly? $300K? And she's like completely brain dead. Yeah, I make $350K a month. I'm sitting here busting my ass. And she's on her fourth investment property. But again, I pause myself and I think, in due time, I'll get what I want. And let me not forget to live every day. This sounds a little bit hokey, but let me just enjoy today. I'm never going to be this young ever again. What am I, 28? I'll be 29 in September. And I'll never get to be 28 again. 27 passed. I'll never get to be 27 again. So why am I trying to hurry up and get to the next milestone? It's like, nah, set the goals, do the actions that you know you need to do to hit these goals, but stop hounding yourself because some random OF chick just bought her 18th property. That ain't you, brother. That is not you. And I wouldn't even want to do that. Like, I don't want to live her life. I don't want to swap positions with her. Hell nah. I actually like me. I actually like my life. I like my friends. I like my family. So I don't need to switch. And to go back to that concept of you see people that seem like they're pulling ahead, like they seem like they're winning. I remember this. This was many years ago. Noah and I were at, it was called Playlist Live, which is like a VidCon social media convention. And I believe we were in, I don't know if we were in DC or Florida. It was one of those. And I see, it was like the Musically kids. I just aged myself there. It was like these Vine Musically lip sync kids getting absolutely swarmed by all the fangirls, all the people in the whole function were swarming these people like they were Justin Bieber. And I'm sitting there, you know, nobody knew who we were, obviously. I'm sitting there with my little dinky little lanyard that says creator on it. And I'm seeing these super famous kids get bombarded like they're celebrities. And I'm watching them thinking, you know, I have that kind of sting in my chest where I'm like, damn, I wish I had that. Like, I wonder when my time's gonna be. Maybe one day I'll be famous enough to where people will chase after me like that, or I'll be so lit that I'll get that reaction from people. And the same kids that were getting swarmed then are absolutely nowhere now. And then I look at my career versus theirs. I'm like, damn, my career trajectory had a lot smoother sort of ascension than theirs. I was way down here and they were way up here. And then eventually, boop. And I said, beep, I kept going. They went, woof. So even when you see someone winning crazy, that's not the full story. We haven't seen everything play out yet. Just today, there's some girl on her story. I went to Bali. So here's the trip that I went on. I went to Bali. I went to this island. We did this. I made $20 million this month. I started this and that. And I'm watching her like, damn. She's younger than me. And then we forget, this is another kind of main point I want to make. We forget everyone who's accomplishing all these things and lives all this great life that you think they're living, everybody has secret, terrible problems. I bet you right now have some problems that you do not want anyone to know about. Or you got some shit going on that's like, yeah, I don't really want to tell that to the world. So does everybody else. So the girl that just traveled to 4,000 countries and made $1,000 every second during her trip, I mean, who knows? She probably has herpes. We don't know. We don't know what she's dealing with. What mental issues, what insecurities, what her family situation is. We don't know. There's probably some shit she's hiding. So everyone has these invisible struggles that we never see. Again, we're only seeing the highlights. And realistically, the bottom line here, I'm not sure how old you are, but you've got time. You might be a teenager, you might be 20s, 30s, 40s. You have many, many, many years to keep going. You got years to make something happen. You got years to make some shit shake. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just breathed their last breath today and would do anything to swap lives with you right now for the opportunity that you have, for the health that you have. So let me put this all sort of together. Stop comparing your chapters and your storyline to everyone else because we're all reading different books. There is no finish line in life. Where are you trying to go? We're not trying to go anywhere. Where's the final destination in life? I don't know, Jesus. I am not trying to meet him yet. So I'm not in a rush. I'm taking it day by day. I'm taking each one day at a time. And that's the thing. How you spend your days is how you spend your life. So if you want a good life, just focus on day to day. So instead of like constantly just, oh, my life sucks and everything's terrible and I wish I was here, you're wasting your days by constantly wishing you were somewhere else and wishing things were different, and oh, you're dissatisfied with the current predicament you're in and the situation. Look, I get it. Everybody's going through shit. Everyone's going through hard stuff, but there's a lot more chapters to go. There's a lot of blank pages and you still got more to write. So I'm not trying to give the answers to life itself in this video. More just, yeah, you can see someone else win and feel like, damn, that stings a little bit. I wish I had that right now. But establish what your goals are, establish what your milestones are, what's going to work for you, and let that run its course. You guys know the damn tortoise and the hare concept? Sometimes people go up crazy and crash hard as hell. Your situation might be the slow and steady, and then you're going to pass people, and then you're going to pass a bunch of people. People that you used to look up to, people you wanted to switch lives with. On a certain timeline, they're going to want to switch with you. So hang in there, keep going. And honestly, low-key, stop looking at everyone else's paper. Then, ain't that the first thing they told you in class? Eyes on your own paper. Liberals keep talking about tax the rich. Didn't your teacher tell you eyes on your own paper? Oh, shit. Nah, but real shit. Like, stop pocket watching. Set your own standards for your own life and just do that. Because what does this person making $5 million a month, what does that have to do with you? There's a lot of money to go around. There's money to be made. People are spending money every day. You just spent a bunch of money. You love spending money. So you love spending money and you don't have that much money to spend. So the economy is still doing its thing. People are actively on their phones, consuming content, spending money. There's opportunities here to do some shit. So it's not like money is this finite resource where, whoa, Jeff Bezos has all of it. No, bruh. There's people making money doing stuff that you wouldn't even imagine is a thing. I constantly meet people in LA where I'm like, you making how much doing what? And I'm like, damn, I need to do that. I mean, for Christ's sake, I made $20,000. This may be about 2-3 years ago, going to yard sales and flipping stuff on eBay. Just because I did it on the weekend, just as a little side gig during the year. So there's views to go around. There's money to go around. This ain't a business seminar. You know, we can get into the business side of things if y'all want. If this channel divulges into some business shit, then maybe we'll get into that. But realistically, you got time. The game's not over yet. If you're still here right now, if you're still breathing, it means God is not done with you yet, and you got something you still need to do. You got a whole bunch of stuff you still got to do. Because if your life was meaningless and all for nothing and all this stuff, you would have been taken out. But there's a reason you're still here. So keep going. And eyes on your own paper.